Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film a little get ready with me style thing because one, I haven't done it forever, and two, I haven't done anything on YouTube in forever. So here we are. I don't really have anything specific to say right now besides if you want to see what I'm up to on a day-to-day basis, go ahead and just check out my Instagram and Twitter. It's just at Kendra Cus, just like YouTube here and stuff. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get right on into it. I'm not really gonna talk too much about what I'm actually putting on my face, but I already have some SPF down, and now I'm just gonna do some priming situation. So it is actually August 4th when I'm filming this. I don't think I filmed in a month now, and that's kind of a long time. I had a video go up like 3 weeks ago, but as far as filming, I think it's been a month. So I definitely feel a little out of practice. Also, I have tried to not make this video so damn bright. So I just have to be one of those things that I take the brightness down in post-production, in editing. So anyways, it's been a while since I've been on the old YouTube. I haven't posted in a month, and I was in California when I posted. I went on a camping trip with my in-laws, and they go to a beach every year. The beaches were open, and I think they still are open in California, and obviously we were camping, so it was outdoors and stuff, and it was a great time. And that was the last time a video went live. I didn't vlog that trip because honestly, to be honest, I didn't want to hear from people saying like, why are you traveling during COVID? And that's the just truth. I'm gonna try and make this, I'm gonna try and turn the brightness down of these lights. And also, it's just kind of nice to feel like I didn't need to vlog. I am going camping with my family. We leave sometime next week, and I do plan on vlogging that, which will be fun. It's just a local campground, like not too far from here. It's like an hour away. So it'll feel nice because it'll still feel like we're kind of getting out of the city and stuff, like out of town. But you know, I don't know why I'm like really out of breath right now. So going back to why I haven't been posting so much, honestly, I don't really know. There's only one reason that I can really feel that is like true to me, and it is that I've talked about this in other videos, and it's just awkward, like I don't like talking about this, but I got a new job opportunity this year, and it kind of, with COVID, is postponed indefinitely, and it's probably gonna start early next year, which is funny because it's an entire year after I got the job. But it was a job that was supposed to take me very many different places every single week of my life, essentially. And my channel, the dreams for my channel were to be vlogs, and then like probably a couple of bookish videos a month, because I'm obviously very passionate about reading, and I'm very passionate about the books I love and stuff like that. But my number one favorite video to film and edit and upload are travel vlogs, and that's exactly what my channel was gonna be. And I had all these hopes and dreams for my YouTube channel that kind of just got shut down, essentially. And so, such is life. I mean, everyone had something that they wanted to do or something that they couldn't do because of the year 2020, because of how horrible this year has become. So I'm not trying to sit here and be like, I have the worst situation. I'm just being honest with you. And because of that, I have not had the same love for my YouTube channel as I used to. And I don't think anyone can sit here and say that that's not something that's going on right now. I think all of our emotions are like kind of definitely being played with a little bit, and that we're all just trying to figure out our mental states right now, because it's not a fun time out in this world right now. And it'll be really funny to describe to our children and grandchildren and stuff like that, like, oh, you should have been there for 2020, like that was a real shit show. So anyways, we are trying to ignore it, and I'm trying to figure out what I feel is true to me when it comes to YouTube. And that's the hardest part, because I don't know if I feel that like posting bookish videos all the time is very true to me. And I don't know if it's just changing or what, I don't know. But I'm gonna go in with some bronzer. I've been loving this Kosas bronzer. This is just the shade Light, which it looks so light, but it's super subtle on the skin. And I like that look, like this super, for like my everyday easy makeup, I just like to add a little bit of sun-kissed look. So this is like the perfect color. If I was any darker, it probably would be too light, but because I'm pale ass homegirl, like it works. But I think the point of this bronzer isn't to be like a contour, like heavy tan bronzer. Like this is supposed to be fairly natural to your skin tone, so they do have a couple of different shades. So that is like why I kind of I haven't just had this like love or drive for YouTube. I genuinely just don't know how to feel, and I'm just trying to figure it out. I did forget to, and there's cat hair all over my brushes, so now it's just all over my face, and that is like infuriating. I had to replace the battery, so hopefully I found the same angle. Kind of all those feelings are still, you know, going on, and I don't really know how to feel them. I forgot to bring my nose contour down, and even though it's like 2 steps away, I'm just gonna take my brush and do a little bit of shading with this bronzer, because I just don't really care. Can't really be bothered right now. I actually am at a little bit of a reading slump right now. I'm reading actually this book, Goddess in the Machine, which is a young adult sci-fi kind of book. And I was really excited for it because it has pretty decent reviews on, like I think it has an average 4-star. Granted, it did just come out, so it probably will go down a little bit. But it has like an average 4-star on Goodreads. And I was like really into this, to like sci-fi. Like I was like, I really want to get into this. And I just think it's kind of boring. There was a big twist, which I kind of saw coming, but not really, that I think did make it a lot better. I think I'm about 65% of the way through. So I am gonna finish, I am gonna keep reading, but I have found myself DNFing a lot of books this year that I didn't used to do last year. And I think it just has to do with the fact that, I don't know if I'm just like not into the typical YA vibes anymore. If it's like too predictable, it's not for me. I don't know, because I've been disappointed in a lot of YA books that I've been reading this year, like a lot. For instance, I was very disappointed in A Song of Wraiths and Ruin, which I'll put a picture right here just so you can see what I'm saying, so I don't have to hold it up. I'm using this Patrick Ta blush, by the way, and then this Too Faced blush, and these are like my favorite blushes right now. Patrick Ta came out with these new blushes and I really want it, but every time I go on Sephora, it's sold out. I love blush though, so I definitely like to make my cheeks look as youthful and rosy as possible. Anyway, Song of Wraiths and Ruin was pretty disappointing for me. There was no character development. I ended up DNFing it at around 65% because at that point there was still no character development. There was insta love, and there was a lot of info dumping going on, so I had a hard time caring about the plot because of all the info dumping. The things I did like about the book were that it was a really cool world. I've never read anything like it. And I really liked the mythology and everything that had to do with it. But the problem was, because it was so info dumpy, it was like because I got confused, then I just stopped caring, because I was like, oh, if you're just gonna info dump, then I'm over this, you know? I don't know. Are you guys like that? I don't know. I really should probably just clean my makeup brushes more, because then I would get this cat hair off of them. I was just disappointed in that, and I DNF'd it. And the insta love is what really triggered me. And also it was pitched as Jasmine and Aladdin, but if they were supposed to kill each other, and they didn't even meet till the 55% mark. And so I'm like, excuse me, what? I don't think, like, I think it's actually false marketing for you to say it's Jasmine and Aladdin, but if they were supposed to kill each other, because they don't even meet till 55% of the way through. No, couldn't be me. I do understand why people like it though. It is such a beautiful world and it's so unique. I couldn't get with it. And then this one, I'm hoping it'll end up being a 3-star. I think if it continues to go the way it's going, it'll end up being a 3-star. At the beginning, I was like not so sure, but now I really like the twist. I don't know if it's a series I'll continue reading because it's definitely going to be a series, but Goddess in the Machine is what I'm talking about, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. I've read a couple of like adult books that I've loved way more than young adult books that have been coming out, and I'm just concerned. Like, am I just going to continue to be disappointed in young adult books? I don't know. So usually when I do my brows for like everyday makeup, I don't really fill them in. I just use the Glossier Boy Brow. But right now I'm going to just add a little bit of color and then use the Glossier Boy Brow. So I'm going to use the Glossier, what is this called? Brow Flick, to just add some hair strokes. I also don't want to do like anything heavy because I'm literally, the only other things I'm doing today besides filming is working out and then playing a softball game later tonight. So it's like, I definitely don't want to put on heavy makeup because I sweat like crazy when my face sweats a lot when I work out. Yeah, just a little bit of brow action there. I really like the natural fluffy brow look. Nebula, come on, come on, come on, good girl. I know. Did you guys watch Palm Springs on Hulu? It's the Andy Samberg movie. That movie was so good. Sam and I watched it like the weekend it came out or something like that. That was, not only was that just such a good movie, but such a good summer movie to watch too. Like, and I thought it was so cute. I love Andy Samberg. I have a thing for Andy Samberg, okay? I don't know, do you ever have like growing up, did you ever have like a weird crush on like a comedian actor kind of dude and you couldn't really explain it because they're not cute, but you had like a crush on them? Mine was Adam Sandler. I don't know why. I wish I could tell you why. And then when I knew of Andy Samberg like in my teenage years with like the Lonely Island and stuff, then it became Andy Samberg. Andy Samberg though is definitely more attractive than Adam Sandler. So I guess that one's not as weird. I don't know, I just think Andy Samberg is so funny. And he's also a great actor and funny. And yeah, my brows aren't like the best looking things, but you know, you really stop caring about certain things in quarantine in this pandemic time. You really stop caring about certain things. I'm gonna put some highlight on and then I'm gonna put a little bit of eyeshadow on because I feel like it. I really like this highlighter. I've talked about it before on my YouTube channel, but it's from RMS Beauty and it's a cream highlighter. In fact, ever since I've gotten it, I don't think I've used a different highlighter, like not even once, ever since I've gotten this, and I've had it since like April. It's a cream highlight, so it looks way more skin-like, but it still is very, very shiny. So even though it looks kind of natural, it still looks like you put highlighter on, like, and it still can be blinding if you build it up. But I think it's so pretty. Like, it just looks like your skin. It blends so well, but then it looks like blinding if you want it to look blinding. So it's a win-win for me. So just prime my eyes for eyeshadow and let's go ahead and do that. But you know how I said earlier I was in a reading slump. So after I'm done with this book, Goddess in the Machine, which I'll hopefully finish like tonight or tomorrow. It's taken me a while, I'm not gonna lie. I went and bought these two books from Barnes & Noble. This is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, and this is The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. These are both kind of thrillers. I think this is kind of like a little bit of a horror in a sense, but I don't know. Like, Emily A. Duncan blurbed this. She said, "Gothic, dark, and utterly enthralling. This is a world I wanted to sink into and never leave. I adored this book." And we know I love Emily A. Duncan. The Wicked Saints series is one of my faves. But I've been thinking that like maybe thrillers will get me out of this little reading slump because I'll like not want to put the book down. Like, what is going on in here? Also, my favorite color is green and bright green too. And this cover, when I was checking out a Barnes & Noble, the sales clerk was like, "That looks creepy." And like not in a conversational way, like he was kind of just like, "That looks creepy." And I'm like, yeah. And I'm awkward too, so I didn't know what to say. Anyways, I'm excited for these. I'm hoping that like reading a thriller will get me out of like a reading slump and stuff. And I also think romance will get me out of reading slump. So I think the next books I'm gonna read are a romance and a thriller. I'm also really looking forward to reading Mexican Gothic because it just gives me so many Crimson Peak vibes. And if you don't know what Crimson Peak is, you're really missing out. Anyways, I think I'm just gonna take this because it's right in front of me. And I'm gonna take peach tea and just do like a wash of that all over my like crease up here. Crimson Peak stars Tom Hiddleston, Mia Wasikowska, which is like, I love her. And then what's the older girl's name? I forget. Redhead, she's a pretty famous actress. I don't know why I'm spacing. I'll put the thing on the screen. It's such a good movie. It's a horror, but it's done by Guillermo del Toro, and he says it's not a horror, it's a gothic romance. And we've been new, Tom Hiddleston's the most poor person in the world, hands down. And so I love this movie because I actually also am obsessed with the story. And then obviously the cast just really knocks it out of the park for me. Like Tom Hiddleston in that role is one of my faves. And you know, the backstory going on and the twists and turns the movie makes, it's so good. But anyways, Mexican Gothic gives me these really like hardcore Crimson Peak vibes, but just, I don't know when Mexican Gothic takes place. I think it is a little bit of a historical fiction, but Crimson Peaks takes place in the, I think the late 1800s and maybe mid 1800s. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a history major and I don't know these things, you know? I have no idea. My camera cut out at some point and I have no idea, but I'm taking this So Jaded palette from ColourPop and Kathleen Lights and just taking this like Super Shock formula and patting it all over the lid. Super Shock eyeshadows by ColourPop are like my favorite. And I love like this kind of look because it's got these super finely milled glitter, so it almost makes your eyelids look wet. Like, that's my fave. I gotta be honest though, I don't know why they're putting the Super Shock formula in palettes, because they say it doesn't dry out, but I've had this palette, I don't remember when this came out, but I feel like it was either early this year or late last year. And it's definitely dry. Like it works still, but it's definitely dried out. Cause like if you know anything about the Super Shock formula, it's supposed to be kind of like bouncy and wet feeling, like a mixture between cream and powder. Okay, so I just need to set my face. I'm taking this ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray. So I usually don't have to curl my lashes because I get my lashes permed and tinted. I don't know if you can tell, but my eyelashes naturally are the color of this blonde, even though I'm very dark blonde naturally. So I don't know why. And also they're stick straight, which makes sense because my hair is also stick straight. But I haven't gotten them permed and tinted. I think it's been 6 weeks. I actually think I go in tomorrow to get them done. I have to curl them today because they are very flat. Usually, actually I think I go like 7 to 8 weeks in between getting them done, but usually my curl lasts until I get them done, but this time it's very flat, so makes it really easy though because I never have to curl my lashes, and they're black naturally. It does fade after a while because your lashes have like a cycle of when they fall out and regrow, but anyways, I'm gonna put on some mascara and then I'll be right back. Okay, to just finish off the look here, I'm gonna take this Fenty Beauty, I forget what these are called, Slip Shine, and you can like use a lip liner and make them look really structured, or you can just throw them on like this and it kind of just looks like this really gorgeous wash of color. This is in the shade Tang Thang, baby. Let's see, it just looks like this glossy, easy little wash of color if you just want to throw it on that way. Okay guys, so that is going to be it for today's video. I just wanted to kind of catch up with you guys and talk a little bit and do my makeup on camera because it's been forever since I've done that. I know I feel like I'm kind of like kind of like a downer in this video. I don't know, I just don't have the energy or the same vibes as I usually do when I film, but I really wanted to film and get this up for you guys and stuff. So anyways, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you have a great morning, noon, evening, day, night, whenever it happens to be that you're watching this, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.